Alright, we've got Alexa opening up the women's finals in Paris with a huge ace, and her teammate Megan loves it. Alexa is a German native, Megan from Austria. They're opposite Laura to receive this second serve on the right of Switzerland, and Julia is also from Germany, to the left of the server right now. Just to set the stage, we've got to get the observer out of the way. Huge stage direction there. But to start things off, remember, Alexa is first to serve. She's going to put the ball on, but Laura will put it away and get the first hold of the game. So now Laura is up to serve, and I'll let Tops talk about her here.
Now with Laura on the serve, and Laura has pretty strong serve, so we're gonna see what happens here in just a second.
Oh,
yeah. First
great
ace.
serve from
First
Laura.
ace.
Well, I guess that's...
Did I promise too much?
No, I think you're on point here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of this video could be gushing about the talent that Laura puts on display during this match, but we've got to focus on much less important things. So, for the time being, the world, Europe, is on notice. Laura's sick around it. Let's get back to the action. She has a double fault, and Megan's now up to serve. So remember, we've got Alexa, then Laura, and now Megan to serve. So not the best set, but they get the job done. Megan gets a hand up, and now it is going to be Julia's first turn to serve. She takes a dribble off the shoe, recollects. And here we go. Wide split stance for her pivot serve. And a really good serve in play too. So all these players really strong around the serving line. So that completes one trip around the order, and it's Alexa, then Laura, then Megan, then Julia. So we're going to jump to 9-7 here, where Megan's serving. They've got a small lead, and Laura gets a nice backhand flick here off Megan to get the hold. So that makes it 8-9, and it should be Julia up to serve here, and something really funky happens. You see Laura looks to give the ball to her teammate, but all of a sudden the team realizes, or maybe mistakenly decides, that they've got a different score than what we see on the scoreboard here. It's not 8-9 to them. If it were, they would be serving with the player on the right side. Because when you're even, you have the player on the right side. When you're odd, you serve on the left-hand side. So here, for some reason, they must have Laura with an odd score, and she serves, and it's an ace. So all of a sudden, that's a big ace. Gets them back in the game. It makes it 9-9 for our scoreboard, but they have something even. They must have 8-9 or 10-9 because Laura is serving on the right-hand side, and I'm just confused. But anyway, Laura served out of order here, gets a huge break, and now Alexa with the hold, just barely able to evade that defensive opportunity, and this is interesting. So now we should have even score to even score. Alexa's got the ball and she's rotating, which leads me to believe the players have 10-10, and you'll see quickly the scoreboard works double time there to even up the score so it's divisible by 5. It has to be, they just rotated. And so now Alexa's serving 10-9, but they're calling it 10-10. So this hold by Laura isn't to tie the game up, it's to take a 1-point lead, 11-10. So instead of having an even number, Julia is now serving on the left-hand side, and the damage is done. We're going out of order. It should have been Alexa, Laura, Megan, Julia. We're now going Alexa, Julia, Megan. And now on this hold here, Laura is going to serve after Megan. So we've completely reversed the order just by getting the score wrong at what should have been 8-9. The players must have had 9-9. And all of a sudden, Laura is just starting to stack breaks together. A sweet drop shot gets them up 3 now. 14-11. This game had just been 9-7, and on an accounting error, Laura has had 2 serving opportunities where her teammate, Julia, should have had 2, and Laura only 1. So, highly impactful. Another ace. This one jams Alexa to make it 15-11. And I'm still sitting here thinking about what happened not a few minutes ago when Laura just froze to give the ball to Julia, or I guess I froze that frame, but all of a sudden she's turned it into a 5-point lead at 16-11, another ace, and Megan and Alexa have to take a timeout. They have to cool her off. We jump back in from a timeout, and Alexa and Megan are trying to settle things in, but they can't hold, they can't get that ball on the net. And when it rains, it just pours. They are just deflated out of that timeout. 3 mishits in a row to make it 19-11 here. You probably know how this thing wraps up, but it ends up going the score of, 21-15. Bacon gets that one ace back late, but it's not enough. Yulia and Laura will win this game 21-15, and they'll win the match in 2. So, what's the impact of getting the score wrong? It was 8-9. They accidentally called it 9-9. That ace from Laura is now worth 2 points, and she parlays that out-of-order serving into a nice 7-point break run. Would the game have run differently if they had gotten things right? Maybe, maybe not. But I like to live in a world where we get the score right when we're playing, and so thanks for watching this, and keep track of your scores when you're playing pickup or tournaments, especially at the highest level.